I think we're live. Still working. It's not going to kick me out. I'm going to count to 10. Last time it kicked me at 10 seconds. We made it over the 10-second mark. You guys. Hello. Welcome to another Thursday training. I was banned from doing live streams on Facebook. And for those of you who were asking, why were you banned? I'm going to tell you why. I believe that is because I had, over the last couple of live streams, hi everyone joining, say what's up. If you're joining live and if you're watching the replay, give me #replay and I'm going to give you a shout out. And I wanted to tell you why I think that I was banned. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Can you guys hear me okay? Just let me know because I see people joining, but I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. I'm going to bring it up on my phone. Okay, give me a second. Okay, awesome. I see people saying hello, so I'm guessing you can hear me. I'm gonna bring it up on my phone too, just in case. So, hey Candice, how are you? Okay, I can hear myself. Hey Justina. Hi, everyone. Oh my God, we're together again. So I was banned and I missed you guys so much. I literally was like, what is happening? This is going to be the end of it. Like I was freaking out. I'm like, why did Facebook ban me? So turns out what happened is that I was writing actual like figures of money in my description of my live streams, like the actual number of like sales that I made for my launch. And I think last week or the week I got banned, the live stream said something about 1.5 million, which was the revenue that I had for the year before. And so I just want to say that that's probably what triggered it. That's not a word. Triggered it. And here I am though. So make sure that you learn from my mistakes because you don't want to get banned for 7 days. I literally thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? I love live streaming and giving you guys all the value. How's this going to work? So I am so excited to be back. Esmeralda, what is up, everyone? So I have a special announcement that I want to share with you all before we dive into the topic of how you can create an overflow, a predictable overflow of premium clients, and by not missing this super overlooked way of creating that consistency in your business, specifically of premium clients. I'm going to tell you something that I have been doing since I was at 6 figures, and then as I am at almost like multiple 7 figures now. This is something that continues to be the bedrock of my business and why I have, like my financial planner was telling me last week, like you are an anomaly. It's not normal for businesses to have this level of cash flow in a good way and that you have a very healthy growth. And so I want to share with you what is really underneath that and how all of you, no matter what level you're at, you can create that same experience for yourself. And so, I'm going to tell you about that. But today, before I do that, I want to give you a special announcement because guess what? For those of you who are super curious about the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, which is my 3-month program to help you clarify your message so that you can attract premium clients. If you've been wanting to join, if you're like, I want to work with Juliana, I love her stuff, I know she can help me. If your heart's feeling a pull and you're like, oh my God, should I do it now? Should I do it later? I want you to know that there's no better time to apply than now, literally, because as of April 1st, the program is going to go up by $1,000. And so if you join before that, if you apply before April 1st, you will be able to secure the current price, which is $10,000 paid in full or 5 payments of $2,200 per month. Just so you all know what the prices are and there's no confusion. And so you want to make sure you apply, especially because not only the price is going to go up, but you will have a chance and opportunity to talk with me and make sure that this is the right fit. And on the call, so many of my clients, literally, we come up with a strategy for them to make their money back. And even before the program starts, they've already multiplied their investment. They've already made their money back and they already gained the clarity on the specific thing that they needed support around. And so these calls, they're not going to be available when I start my launch, which is going to be in mid-April. I'm going to take away those calls because we have so much high demand that I can't accommodate everybody. So the process after that is just going to be applying through the sales page, getting accepted, and only the people who are already enrolled actually get to have a call with me. So if you have been wanting to talk to me and you're like, okay, I want to do it now before it goes up and I want to do it the way it's been so far, I want to invite you to apply. I'm going to drop the link in the comments. Let me make sure I do that. And let's see. Magnetize and monetize mastermind. So you're going to be filling out an application, and in the application is going to ask you to put down a $500 deposit, which is a refundable deposit, meaning it's just to secure your call. Once you apply, let's just say that you are a great fit, that's going to go towards your fee, like the payment, or you're going to have it refunded, because if you're not the right fit for the program, then I'll just refund it. You know, if it doesn't feel like it's the right fit, then it'll just be refunded. So let me just drop it here in the comments, and then we can move on with our training. And let me know if you have any questions. Justina says, that's me. If you meant that you're ready to apply, let's go, girl. We already have 10 spots sold. So it's going to sell out literally like hand sanitizer in 2020. It always does. So make sure that you apply, because literally it's the best program out there for marketing, for attracting premium clients. I will share with you today something about delivery and how my clients are just loving the support that I'm giving them. It's just the most supportive, amazing environment that you can be in. Cool. If you have any questions, also drop them in the chat, and I'm more than happy to answer them after we start. After I teach you. Hey, Jessica, so good to see you. Okay, so now that I've given you this special announcement, what I want to start by saying is that Justina says I applied last time, but too late. Okay, just make sure you applied again and book another call. Okay, so here's what I want to say, that when we think about attracting premium clients, so many people, and so many of you may be thinking, oh my God, I need to focus on growing a bigger audience, right? So your brain is focusing on customer acquisition, right? It's like, how can I get more clients in front of me? And what is all the marketing, heavy lifting, sales that now I get to do and invest time in order to create a consistent flow of premium clients, which is for sure something that I teach you inside of the program, for example, and in clarifying your message and making sure you're speaking to the right people. And customer acquisition is often the heaviest lift in your business. Whether it's through ads, you pay, it's the most money you will ever pay. Whether it's through organic, is the most effort you will ever put into your business, is attracting new clients. Customer acquisition is mostly more commonly the heaviest lift, the most expensive part of your business, whether you're paying for it or whether you're just doing it with your time, whether you're paying with your time or you're paying with money, right? And what is interesting to me is that, you know, I never focus on customer acquisition being my number one priority. I know that sounds kind of crazy because I'm like all about marketing and showing up and creating consistent content and everything. However, my focus was not just in marketing, which is obviously the most, like, marketing and sales are the life and blood of your business. However, all of you are sitting on a gold mine, because what you're not seeing is what actually is most important, most valuable in your business, which is the lifetime value of your clients, meaning the expected time that you can have of working with a client, right? And what that is, it's not like that's the cheapest part of your business. That's the easiest part of your business, is how can I work with a client for the longer term? How, instead of focusing on customer acquisition, I can focus on making my clients so happy, so delighted that they're doing the marketing for me. That was my strategy my whole time. I'm like, how can I delight my clients so much that my marketing just becomes about what my clients say about me, which is really what has helped me become known for delivering an epic experience for my one-on-one clients, to my programs every person that you talk to, they're going to tell you I over deliver. They pay me a number and then I over deliver that 10 times. They get that much value from working with me. They feel held, they feel supported, they feel cared for, they feel acknowledged, they feel important, they don't feel like a number, they feel like I care so much about them. And I'm not overextending myself. I'm not over here working myself to the bone and not having boundaries. I am not in a place where I'm just like prioritizing my clients versus my needs, which is a whole thing that people do. I'm not doing that. I'm very well taken care of myself, right? I take care of my needs, my boundaries, what my business needs. However, at the top of like our number one KPI for my company is 100% client success. That's always the number one KPI, our goal, right? Everything is very client centric. And so I'm telling you all these things because what do you think happens when you delight your clients? If you work with somebody in your one-on-one, let's just say for 6 months or for 3 months, and you delight them, number one, they're going to want to join again. They're going to want to continue working with you because there's always deeper layers to unfold, to uncover, to go deeper. Their vision grows, their desires change, they pivot, life happens, and they want to have a guide that they can trust. And so you have an opportunity to re-enroll them in the vision of continuing to work together if that's what feels in the most alignment for them, right? That's number one. And what does that mean? You probably will raise your prices at some point once your clients, let's just say you work with them for 6 months. 6 months later, you probably will have raised your prices, most likely. And what's going to happen is that you're going to get to have a conversation with your client about re-enrolling at your new price. Right? And that's something that I teach you how to do in the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, because I know some people are like, oh, let me grandfather people into the same rate. I did that. And what I found is that is completely out of integrity for me to do that because I grow so much every day, every hour. I'm having breakthroughs. I'm evolving as a coach. And so the price that I shared with people 6 months ago is completely different because than mine today, because I have evolved and I have grown so much as a coach and my value has increased. My brain has increased in value. What I offer has increased in value because I'm growing. And so if you have a conversation with them 6 months later and you get to, successfully enroll them at a new price in a way that feels really delicious and really delicious for you, if you feel in integrity with your growth and they feel in integrity with their decision to continue working with you, that's a reoccurring client that you will have. You're not working with people for 6 months, you're working with people for a year or a year and a half, which is what happens to me. I continue to work with people because they want to, because they see how their businesses are better with me in their corner, and they see how much I'm growing and I'm showing them how I'm growing, and they're learning from that experience. And so instead of me thinking, oh, I need to grow my audience and I need to get more people, I'm looking at how can I delight my clients now, because I see my clients as ever growing humans that want to continue stepping into the best version of their business and continuing to break through barriers around their pricing and their offers and scaling and be amazing leaders. And guess what? If they let me up, I want to continue working with them. And so instead of just focusing on client acquisition, the most the most overlooked way to continue having a predictable overflow of premium clients is for you to focus on where can you delight your clients so that they desire to work with you again. Okay, this is not creating a codependent relationship. This is about, is it in the most service of that to them, right? Now that's for reason number one, or way number one. Way number two, or no way number one, but benefit number one. As you do that, guess what's going to happen? Let's just say the client feels really complete with the experience of you working together and they're delighted and they're like, wow, this is the most amazing coaching environment ever. You were amazing. You delighted. You helped me so much. I feel complete. I'm really good. I don't have anything else I want to work on. Let's just say, right? There's always something that is next for them. And let's just say that ends right there. Cool. All good. Now they're going to tell their friends. They're going to tell their friends. And this is what happens, you guys, for my business. My clients are so happy with me and what I deliver. They're consistently being blown away that they're like, I want to tell everybody. I don't even ask them to say anything. They just do. And they have conversations and they talk to their friends. They make posts about it. They do that. And that's not because it's some kind of secret. It's just that I care. I actually give a fuck. Go figure. That works, right? Well, sometimes we make it so difficult to be like, how do I grow my business? How do I stay in business? How do I make sure that I keep, repetitive business, like recurring revenue? And we make it so hard and we think, I have to create 1 million offers, or I have to do low ticket courses. I have to do this, or I have to overextend myself and like cross my boundaries and not show up honoring myself for clients to be happy and people please. And that's just never the case. You get to simply delight your clients. You get to simply give them the support that they know that they need, right? And you get to stand really clear in your own boundaries about what you're available for, what you're not available for. You're not here to rescue people. You're not here to be their savior, right? You're here to guide a sovereign human being, remind them, hey, you're a sovereign human. And I know you can make decisions, and I'm going to hold a space for you to make those decisions. And I'm going to make some recommendations based on my experience and the experience that I have in this field that are going to support you, right? There's not like, let me save you, let me create a codependent relationship. It's the opposite. So imagine what would happen in your business if not just you didn't just focus on like making marketing and sales like this like pressury thing that's not working on, that you needs to be bigger, or that I need to have a bigger audience, and that you don't overcomplicate yourself with, now I need to buy that media feature that I was pitched on random DMs in Instagram, or I need to do that random thing that this other person mentioned in a webinar. My friend is doing that other thing. I need to grow my audience. I need more people to come to me. Like that just feels so like heavy I feel like there's just an endless amount of things that you can do. And doesn't that feel just like unsettling in your body? Doesn't it feel like, when is it ever going to change? Literally, right? When is it ever going to end? And so imagine the difference. Instead of you doing that, you focused on, I want to clarify my message, which attracts premium clients. I'm going to make sure that I nail down that one client that I want to speak to, make sure that all my content, it's like immersed in that person. That is the perfume of that content just like magnetizes more people, like the clients that I want. And focus on over delivering inside of your programs with boundaries, and have a system, have a way for people to want to recommend you. Give them an easy way for them to want to continue to do business with you, right? That's like simple. Or how to tell their friends about you in a super simple way, right? That is literally the bedrock of my business. I know I'm always going to be in business because of that. And the one thing that I wanted to tell you, I want to take a drink of water. I got so into it. I have notes here that I don't want to miss. Oh yeah. Okay. So in the delivery, when I say delight your clients, you're like, probably, what do you mean? Is it giving them gifts and presents and be like, oh yeah, here's your nice gift? No, I don't mean giving them nice gifts. In fact, for the last year, since COVID started, the whole gift sending thing with my clients, because I was sending very specific gifts, did not work out. So I haven't sent a gift to my clients. Yet my business grew. My clients are still telling their friends about it. So why? So it's not about sending gifts. It's not about little things. It's not about sending gifts. That's what I mean. It's really, you can have that start from the very beginning as you map out your offer, right? If you map out your offer in a very clear way and you're like, hey, first we're going to do this, then we're going to do that, then we're going to do that, right? And then that's the process. That's the pathway that we're going to create together. I'm going to guide you through. That creates safety within the client. So on your sessions, you're not just kind of like throwing shit at the wall or not understanding what you're doing. For example, if you're doing one-on-one, but you actually are guiding them through a process or you have markers for what you can guide them on. That's what I call your unique methodology, which is something that I teach my clients inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind to create. Now, if you're already at the multiple six-figure level and you're delivering your methodology to multiple people, then the way that there are so many ways that you can delight your clients in your coaching sessions, how you coach, how you take all of their feedback and how you turn it into ways to innovate in your delivery of your calls. Actually, I had an exchange with a client recently who was asking me like, how do you lead what do you see the industry doing in terms of masterminds and how they lead their calls? And like, what do you have experience in so many high level masterminds. Like, tell me more about how you do it and how other people do it. And what I shared with this client is that it's never about what other people are doing. Like the way that I created a 40% retention rate with my clients and so many like I don't even count the referral rate. I don't even know how to count that, honestly. But the way that I have created that is not by looking at like what are other people doing out there that I need to do in my calls in order to create and over deliver. Like I never thought about it that way, you guys. I always looked at what would feel really amazing if I were the client. What would feel amazing and what would work for me if I were the client. Number two, what does the client want? So as I develop my one-on-one process, like my methodology for my one-on-one, and then turn it into a program, I kept asking for feedback. Hey, how do you feel about this? Hey, what is resonating? What is not resonating? What would you love? What would be amazing for you? And then from there, I started getting ideas. Now, I don't act on these ideas because my clients send me a million different types of ideas. What I do is with my discernment, decide what is really going to create the best experience that serves them most, right? Because otherwise, it's going to create I'm going to spoon feed them what they actually need to get themselves from their own experience, right? But there are so many ways that you can create that over delivery experience, which is, again, what has had me create such a customer-centric business, and that is my unfair advantage, I would say, because I care so deeply about my clients, and that has consistently led to multiple clients coming. It's like it never ends. But it's not because I'm trying a million summits and a million webinars and a million new tactics. I'm sticking to my one offer, like my one methodology, my one core offer, right? I'm sticking to my lead generation method that I use, right? Organic, no ads. I'm not trying to fuck around with things that I don't understand. I'm mastering one thing, I'm stabilizing it, and then I'm moving on to another thing if I want to. But even just like stabilizing one lead generation avenue is already like, it requires you to be there, like to stabilize it, right? And so you don't need to have a million things. I don't have a million things that create leads. I don't have ads. I have a 3,000 person list. Like, you guys, I have this group, and this is really all I have. And then my Facebook page, and then my Instagram, right? But like, that's all I have. I don't have Clubhouse. I don't have a million other customer acquisition things. People are blown away that I don't do ads. They're like, imagine your business. What's going to happen when you do ads? I'm like, I know, imagine. It's going to be great. And right now, I'm taking one step at the time. I don't need it, right? I don't need to go in. I'd rather focus on other things right now and then leave that for whenever is most suitable for me. And $2 million business by the end of this year, more probably, is just with organic and focusing on client care. So that's what I want you to know. Where in your business can you focus on over delivering for your clients, caring about them, and knowing that your offer doesn't have to be perfect? You can always pick up the phone and be like, hey, I see you're struggling with this. Or, hey, I know this isn't working out for you. How can I help? How can I make it right? Like, just think about it in a simple way, because sometimes people also feel like I need to have this perfect offer in order for my clients to be happy and to be delighted. And the reality is that the client just wants to be served, wants to make sure that you care, like that they matter. And at the end of the day, you can always, no matter what level in your business, even if you're at multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, multiple 7 figures, I would still pick up the phone and be like, hey, I'm noticing this. How are you? How are you feeling? Tell me what's going on for you if I see that something's not working for them. So you always have that control. You always have that in your power. Don't shy away from just having a conversation where you get on the same page with your clients. If that scares you to like, oh, I have to delight them. Oh my God, what happens if I don't? You can always pick up the phone, okay? So good. Okay, I'm going to catch up with some of the comments. Oh, I love hearing that one point. I've upgraded so much and it doesn't serve me to enroll in that old rate. Oh, that's a whole thing. We talk about that in my mastermind. Let's see. Ashley says 1,000% holding the space and not saving anyone. 1,000,000%. You guys, why? We don't need to save anyone. Everybody is their own sovereign being. They don't need to be saved. When we try to save people, that is when we put them in a victim position, and then we become the savior, and then we have to become the savior for all of our clients. And I really want to, like, so many coaches, because we're people that we care, so many coaches put themselves in that position, right, of like feeling like they have to save them or people please. And I want you to know that when I say delight your clients, I don't mean your clients have to feel good all the time. I know this is gonna maybe like you're like give you like a bit of a brain like electrocution, I don't know, circuit breakdown. This is another thing that most people kind of confuse. There will be times I allow myself to witness the client having a breakthrough, and sometimes that can be really empowering for them. Sometimes it can be like really confusing and really confronting, right? And they have their own experience about it, and I'm always going to be there for them, hold the space, but I'm not going to be like, "Oh my God, I want to save you from feeling discomfort," because that is part of the journey. Right? Like, I'm going to soothe like their experience, and they also get to have that experience for themselves, right? Of learning, of getting the breakthrough. Like, I don't spoon feed them. I've made the mistake of spoon feeding people, and then they get greedy. He's like, "But why don't you tell me the answer?" Right? And it's my own responsibility because I've been spoon feeding them, right? And so make sure you watch. Like, are you like consulting, meaning giving them the answer? Or are you actually coaching, asking the right questions? I do a blend, right? And then I allow the clients to have their own breakthroughs. This is what makes a good coach. This is what differentiates an exceptional coach than a good coach, right? Their ability to precisely point what is the root cause of the client's problem, and then be able to address it with other recommendations or coaching that helps them get there faster. And that's why I have so much experience around that. I'm really good at doing that. My clients are like, "How do you do that?" And it's because I have mastered that, and I continue to do it every single time, right? And I do it with myself too. So you get to do that too. It's just practice and consistently leaning back and understanding that your client also gets to have that experience. You don't have to save the client from feeling discomfort. We all are going to feel that way. Cool? Okay, cool. So you guys, speaking of over delivery, in case you missed it, speaking of over delivery, my clients inside of the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, they've just been sharing this week, like literally on repeat, how much they feel like this mastermind is literally the best mastermind they've ever experienced in their entire life. They're like, literally the amount of value that I get, the amount of support that I get, how detailed you are in your coaching. Like, I literally go in the thread and give you guys specific coaching. I'm not just like one word thing. Sometimes I'm a one word thing because I don't need to tell you all, I don't need to spoon feed you, but I go in there in the threads when people who ask questions in the mastermind and give such deep level of coaching that they're like, this is incredible. They also give each other such deep level of coaching. They have coaching from my copywriters. They have coaching from my energy healer. Like, literally, there's so much support in there. It's unlike anything you have ever experienced. And I literally feel like I would be doing a disservice to all of you if I didn't invite you to join, if your heart has been calling you to join. So if you missed it at the beginning, it's a 3-month experience to help you clarify your message and get fully booked with premium clients. And what we do is we clarify the most elevated version of your best client so that you're only attracting people who are ready and willing to invest. And I show you how to think about that differently. And in the first module, you get an opportunity to make your money back. Literally, so many of my clients just apply module 1 and they start getting leads right away, quality leads. And so that's what happens in the very beginning. We create your offer, we create your signature method, which is literally the pathway that your clients are going to see that is laid out for them to create a transformation. Then they trust you. It's like, hey, like here's what we're going to do. This is what we're going to do after, and this is where we're going to end up. Here's the name of my unique methodology that positions you from above every other coach in the industry. Then we clarify your message to make sure that you're able to sell that offer. And then we create magnetic content to make sure that you know how to write offers that sell, how to sell on live stream, how to sell on IG stories, how to sell on IG. Like, what are the words you get to write in order for people to want to buy that offer from you? And then I teach you how to create pre-qualification process to make sure that you're only getting on the phone with people who are so delighted, so who are pre-motivated, pre-qualified, and ready to buy. And of course, the final step is me teaching you how to convert those amazing souls in a really trauma-informed and integrity way to your premium offers. And so we cover all of that in those 3 months. two things that I missed actually is I also teach you how to grow your audience, because I have a very clean process, a lead generation process that I've used for literally over 2 years that you get access to, and what I still continue to do, that I haven't needed ads just by me doing that. And the final thing that I don't talk about this often, but since it's today's topic, is I have a module 9 is about how to deliver an epic experience. So I go deeper into the client delivery piece, so that you have always perpetual clients wanting to either rave about you or wanting to continue to work with you. So if that feels like it's something that you would love support around, I invite you to apply today to make sure that you can secure a spot for the May cohort. We start in May. So make sure that you go ahead and fill out the application, put down your $500 deposit to secure the call with me. And you have two options. We can either use that call to, if you're like, I know this mastermind's right for me, I want to use those 30 minutes to create a strategy for me to make my money back. Perfect. Let's do it. Most of my clients do that. And they're like, yep, I trust you're the right coach for me. Let's go. And then we create a strategy that helps them make their money back even before they start. Or if you're like, I'm still deciding if this is the right fit for me, I want to talk about if it is, and make a decision on the call, then we can also use that call to have you be decisive and be either a clear yes or a clear no, but just knowing that you know what to do to move forward. So make sure that you apply. We start in May. And if you apply and join apply before April 1st, you save $1,000. So there's no better time to apply. Let's see what you guys are saying. Charmaine says, I'm in it right now and loving it. Best mastermind experience ever. Juliana, I love you so much. So good. And so many of I have Katie, who's joining on Friday. So many people that I have seen. And I know if you're watching this and you're like, I don't know, Julia, I don't want to. I want you to know, if you feel nervous, if you feel like, oh my God, is this investment going to be right for me? You can channel that nervousness. Do you know that in your body, emotions in your body it's just energy? And something that I told somebody who joined on Friday is that she was feeling nervous when we hopped on the call. And I was like, why are you nervous? And she said, oh my God, just because I'm just making a decision. And I said, do you know that emotions are just energy that run through your body, and you can channel that either through as nervousness or as excitement, right? So you get to decide how you want to channel that energy and how you want to see that, how it's going to serve you most. Is it going to serve you in feeling certain and excited about your decision, or nervous and doubtful? Because that's all within your power. That's all within your control. And so you get to decide if this is going to be the best investment for your business. And all my clients choose to believe that, and then it becomes the best investment in their business. So just know that you have full control of that, and it's totally normal to be nervous. Or if you're like, I'm not nervous, I'm good. Like, listen, I know this is for me. Great, because that energy is what's going to really carry you through. Like, that undertone is what's going to carry you through the mastermind. Now, if you're like super scared and crippled and you're like, you really need to be convinced, then I really invite you to not apply. Don't apply, because I really keep the container I protect the container so much, so that only people who are going to feel really relaxed in the process and support each other and are not going to come in like anxious, needy, anxiety energy, get to join. So only people that are going to commit it, that trust themselves, and that they're like, okay, this is edgy, but I know I can do this and I trust Juliana. That is the energy that creates money, that creates results. And so if you're not in that energy, then don't worry. You don't have to apply. It's all good. No pressure. Katie says, it feels like Christmas. I can't wait. Oh my God, you've helped me make money just from this group. I can't wait to truly fully experience you. Oh my God, your mind is gonna be blown. Okay, my love. So just go and check out I'm gonna drop the link one more time in case you missed it. I can't wait to chat with you. I can't wait to connect with you. If you have any questions, let me know. Until then, until when? Until next week. We're doing a Thursday live training. Have an amazing rest of your day. Enjoy so much. It's amazing Thursday in California, you guys. It's so nice here. So I'm gonna go and enjoy before I deliver an amazing call for my mastermind ladies. I will speak to you ladies soon. Ladies and gentlemen, actually. Bye.